Hello, hello. Anybody there? I'm kind of stressful morning. Oh yeah, I've completely fucked this up. Okay, let's see if we can recover here. I can't tell. Depeche, hey, can you hear me, man? God, what a clusterfuck this has been. I can't even tell which one we're on. There we go. All right, so we seem to be on. Jesus Christ, that is a stress bomb. Okay, good. Jesus. My main machine here that I do all of this on, well, I have two machines here. I just went into, it froze, and I could not get the fucking thing to reboot. Oh, that's not a stress bomb at all. 5 minutes to the live stream. Okay, so, swear to God, that is really... Live stream is fucking stressful. I tell you the truth, it really is, because it's live. All right, so let me regroup here. Okay, so you guys hear me all right? Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, okay. All right, so it looks like we're on the same thing, right? I know you guys have a lag. Okay, Jesus, that is a stress bomb and a half. Okay, where are we? Okay, so if we're all good here, okay, good. Okay, guys, thanks. Sorry for the delay here. You know, we have such expectations that technology is going to work every second of every day, right? If it doesn't work, then it just throws your world off. Okay, so let me regroup here. So this is first up from Andreas, right? Andreas and I have had a lot of dialogue back and forth. He's a PhD student, right? So he's very involved in education. So I've asked him to give me feedback from a student's perspective on the belt system, which he's going through. I was happy to say he had very good things to say about it. Is that pimping my own stuff? Well, I'm just glad to see someone who is involved in higher education felt like the content was high quality. So a little bit of pride there. I'm going to take that, right, as a nice compliment. Okay, so on to the matter at hand here. Okay, well, we've got some interesting things happening across all markets, right? We certainly are in a risk-on environment here. So this is a Bitcoin. I have to catch myself. I always want to say Bitcoin Silver. This is Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. Andreas is a big believer in this one, as well as many others. Now, as far as an Elliott count here to help us, hang on. Well, you'd have to call this irregular, imbalanced. Let's see, we're on a 4. Let's go to the daily here, and just always better to work higher time frame and then work your way down. Regardless of your level of experience, expertise, right? It's just a good practice. Okay, let's get big picture and then work our way down, right? It's just shut up. Common practice. Oh, Jesus. Well, you can see some of the balance issues here. So if I draw it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go down here for the 4. Right, it's length of time, right? So now, not every Elliott wave structure is going to be perfect. We're not going to have perfect symmetry, right? It's not that they don't happen. It's just we don't want to have an expectation that they're always going to be perfect. That said, enough of them are, right? At least they have the right look, right? As Elliott would say. That you want to look for, right? So if I brought this chart up now and I pulled all this here, let's take a little bit off of here. Let's take the Vegas wave just to clear up a few things. Oh, I guess that's not on. Oh, because he's on the aggregator. Okay. If I brought this chart up, I'm gonna just clean up some of this. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just clean up a little bit. Oh yeah. He's locked them down. Right. This won't screw up your stuff. Andreas, just the copy that I make, right, from what you send me. All right, so we're golden zone. Oh Jesus, I'm just gonna clear some of this out here. Boy, he's got me locked out. 1, 2, 3. Well, in my first look here, my first thought would be, God, did we truncate here? Because then we have a better look right now. From there, we're okay. Well, we go down to 4, right? Is that reasonable? Now, a truncation is where you go, kind of last resort. you don't really want, you never want to expect it, right? Let's see, what do I got here? This is a 786 on his retrace. Jesus, that's going to be locked too. Okay, so but looking here, essentially, you know, just for the Elliott student, right? We'd be comparing this 2 with this as the 4. Right, so, oh God, can I do this? I don't know if I can. Right, that's the 2, that's the 4. Oh. I mean, already, if this was the 2 and we were going to truncate here, it's already a bit problematic, right? It's not right. Look, I'd be inclined to trade it this way. That we truncated here, which is not great news, right? If we're going to get a big rip-roaring bull to come out of here, you know, risk on crypto, right? Bitcoin, Satoshi's vision, right? So it's, you know, is this going to be a transactional crypto? Well, you certainly, you see the bounce here. So you could almost, you know, take the Elliott Wave off of it and say, okay, well, Elliott Wave aside, I've got something very impulsive, right, as we get in here. Massive displacement, right? Aggression, right? Very aggressive bulls. And now, what? Now, out. All right. So, oh, God damn, he's got me locked on all of these. Okay, right. So I would at this point, right? I'd want to acknowledge, right, that we're pinging off of this now. So the first thing you would have to do here is say, well, did Al use that right on the way up? Right? Was that used? Looks like it was. Oh shit! Here, where are we? Okay, right. So off the 50. Now that's quite a third, right? I don't know that I would. It's so irregular, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, monster 5. I think this is more distraction. I'd come down here. Come here. I'd want to come down to the absolute low. Oh, here, this is fucking me up. All right, I'm just gonna get to a clean chart. Oh, great, get out of here. Yeah, I'd be inclined to do this. Right? I know. Well, the other possibility here is you've got it here. You're going to do the 4 here still, right? Double. I actually think I like that better. It's not great either way. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think not. Right. So this would be because you could do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So I think you're better off here like this. Because I know he's in this, right? And he's trading it, right? Of the 2 alternatives here, monster 4 relative to this 2 or a truncation, I prefer the truncation, right? No, that's me. Well, we can look here, right? So knowing, right, how the algos like to move, right? So all of this imbalance, right? You want a fair value gap, imbalance, right? Breakout gap, whatever you want to call it, right? It's we know that all orders here, this moves so fast, right? You have lots of orders here that weren't filled, so they're getting mitigated now. Probably got your order block. Come here. You got a decent order block down here, which I think we could call that a demand zone, right? So how do we know it's a good one, right? That's one that would be meaningful because, well, look what came off of it, right? So then, this is just force of habit, right? Just a good practice, right? Always wick off the 1 just so you don't lose track of it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, even if you do it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little trunk here. Now, could this change? Of course, right? So the implication would be, okay, well, if something completed here and we just didn't get the kick in the 5th, because you can see the little 5 in there. If I take that down to a 1, there's probably there's decent 5 in there. Oh, I could probably live with that. I take some of this off of here. Let's just clean it up. Not that this isn't good work, just trying to get so we can get a cleaner look at it. All right, so here, are we reacting here? Well, you've got others. I mean, this is all of this, right? Just one giant imbalance. Well, let's pull from the dominant high to dominant low. Oh, God damn it. Come here. Oh, that's annoying. Hang on. Dominant to dominant. Pinging on the 50. Good launch. Well, So, you know, accumulation, the lows have been swept, right? So this is always the things that you want to look for at a low. Oh, why that's white. Let's just do stops grabbed here. Yes. 1, 2. Well, enough to trade off of. Well, where's it going? Well, you know, we don't know where it's going. Where can we suspect, right? Liquidity here, probably. So 1, 2, right? So let's see. All right, coming out of the hole here, can we get our arms around something here that might make sense? This is what is this, right? This is it countable? Does it matter? It's contraction, it's consolidation, right? So if we're going to come out of here, I think it's a mistake to always say, oh God, well, if I don't get every perfect, you know, if I can't figure everything out, well, I can't trade it. I wouldn't take that approach. Right now, you're kind of in a box, right? It's pretty obvious, right? We're sitting in this consolidation box, right? So are we in log here? Yeah, we are. Do we need to be? No, probably. No, maybe not. Okay, so sitting here, okay, discounted premium. Oh, right. Where are the obvious liquidity targets? Well, this, you know, if we were on an exchange here, we could pull volume. You know, there's going to if I just pull this across, right? This is just going to be, you know, high volume down here, right? So potentially we've got support, but we've got the imbalance below. So is it tradable? Yeah, I wouldn't be swinging for the fence here. I'm going to take that off. You're trying to, because really what you're looking for, if you either trade or you don't, right? Are we trying to get this to come out of here and give us a nice clean impulse? Yeah, that's what you'd hope to see, and nothing like irregular, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, does it happen? Well, yeah, it happens. Is that what we want to plan for? No, I want to plan for, well, what does it usually do? 1, 2. So if I'm looking at this fresh, right? Just if I'm not in it, and I got a tiny bit of this, I'd be waiting for a little bit of a retrace. Okay, confirm that you're going to come out of here impulsively, because this is a little mystery, right? I'm not sure. That's a wag. That's a wild ass guess. It kind of looks better to me, right? I'd rather trade it this way and be looking for this, right? Okay. Oh, come back down here, right? We'll test the edge of it. Come out. Can we get a little, you know, kick in the third here? Might leave some imbalances, some fair value gaps down here. Look for that retrace. That's the one I'd go for, because if I come out of here with a 5, okay, well now I can get a handle on it. Oh, 1, 2, right? This has to come, right? It's not optional. Has to come, right? It's that certainty about what must come for this count to be right. That is, you know, I say this every week. That's the huge advantage you get with Elliott Wave that you don't get with any other technical approach. Period. You don't get it. You know, argue with me all you want, right? There's nothing like it. 1, 2. If this is 5, I'm looking for a 3. Yeah, and you can make the statement here, well, okay, it's wacky, but that's a 3. Certainly you would call this impulsive. Now, do we get a perfect? No, we don't. But the correction is, you know, whether you're calling this the 5 or, well, you know, pardon me, I should do it this way. If that's the truncation here, and we got a 3 down, well, okay, 3 into consolidation. I wouldn't even worry about counting that. It's what comes out of it. Do I get an impulse? I wouldn't be loading the boat here. Truly, I'd wait, right? Because I'm not worried about this thing going to, you know, to the moon and leaving me behind, right? Okay. Well, this is all unmitigated, right? You call it, God damn it, call this unmitigated order flow, right? Up before we go down, right? We haven't tapped it. We haven't even touched it. So come in here, right? Show me you got some mojo behind this. Volume, right? Well, do we have volume down here? Don't. Oh, we can't get it on crypto, right? Show me the 5. I'll take the retrace. I think that would be the more conservative way, right? Because if it's going to go, there's going to be lots of opportunity to get on board. So Andreas, I think, you know, I like what you're doing here, and, you know, he's still a student, and this is, you know, do I know that's what we have? No, of course not. You know, I'm going to want to label it if I can. So I would wait. That's my view here. It's tempting. Now, if you're a big believer in Satoshi's vision, right, and you believe this is going to be a player for the next 5, 10 years, well, there's nothing wrong with a little accumulation down here. Right? Then you're in spot. You know, you're playing long ball here and not trying to swing trade it. So there we go. Okay, good. Thanks for the post, Andreas. Okay, hang with me. Okay, now I got Depeche. All right, Depeche, I had to nudge these guys. He came on strong, gave me three pretty, looks like we got three good ones here. So XLM, let's start there. So give me a sec. And leave that. Okay, so let me copy over. He likes this gray background. That's why I know it's him. I like it. Okay, oh, this is interesting. We're going to do an D. What the fuck? We're going to D here. Let me get out to the daily. Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay. Possibly a giant triangle. Shit, I'm going to have to go to a 3-day there. Now, you guys are members, right, on Depeche, right? He does really, really solid work. He's a very skilled elitician. Right, so let's see how we look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, right? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, probably no dispute here. You got a little bit of the same issue here in that XLM has just been dormant, right? We've just gone sideways for, fuck, 7 years? Is that right? From our all-time high of 7 years of sideways? Well, it was going to be a monster. I don't know what happened to it. So we're over here on crypto, right? So again, it's the aggregate. Well, I mean, you can kind of just do this, right? So it's just a big gray box. We're likely the 4, right? We're not progressing the trend. Well, that's a long. Holy shit, is that a long 4? Right, a 7-year 4. But you know, it happens. Okay, so you see how he's labeling this, right? So this is the what the fuck? Oh, triangle, A, B, C, D, E, coming out of here, right? So we're going up to try and complete the 5, right? Off of the, you know, this is full history. Yeah, it's a bold call, right? But it's there. It's there. What else are you going to call it? Well, you'd have the potential, right, to do the same thing and go, oh, it truncated, right? And this is all a 2, right? But it doesn't quite have that look. This is still very valid, right? Still, it's agonizingly long if you're an investor here. If you bought it up here, how many of you could wait 7 years, right? Not many. Let's get in there. Let's go down to his daily. And oh shit, I got to turn that off. Okay, let's get in there. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, beautiful. Looks like we got a little impulse going in there. Let's break that down a little bit. I'm sure he's got this all labeled. One of the things you'll notice about Depeche's work, he leaves no pivot unlabeled, right? There's no random, oh, fuck it. Right? He drills into everything, right? That's why, you know, the point of doing that, is that more difficult? Is more time consuming? Obviously, yes, of course. What's the point of doing it, right? It's building conviction in your account. It's building conviction in your trade so that you're not uncomfortable. Like, fuck, I don't know. I hope it goes. No, I've got something I understand that I recognize. It qualifies. Is this an impulse? Well, it qualifies one. Is it the prettiest one I've ever seen? What's a little funky in the beginning? That one's a bit of a stretch, right? But what else are you going to do with it? You're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, Jesus, 3, 4, 5. It's not gorgeous. Technical. Okay, so we go from the swing high down to a golden. Looks like a wick got through, but no close below. Okay, so what is this going to be? Well, where do you want to buy it? Well, you can see he's labeled it out for you, right? So here, A, B, we want to see it come down here a little bit lower. Again, just simple stuff. Okay, now you could look at it this way. Am I in log scale? Yeah, I am. Okay. You could look at it this way. So we have a log scale 50 here, right? Okay, discount, premium or discount? Okay, well, premium, right? So do you want to be a buyer here? Would you? All right, so what's the assumption you're making? Oh, well, the correction's over. Right, that's not a full correction, right? Now, let's just do it this way, right? The major swings. Well, here's the 50. It's not like, oh God, it would be just crazy to have a shallow retracement before XLM finally gets out of here. But given the very long, where's our E? C, D. Where's my E? Here's my E. The very long 4 we've been in. All right, well, here he's giving it to you, right? So he's looking at it. So we have the alternate being, if it's not 1, 2, what would the alternate be? Right? I was just saying, the 1, 2 is a little bumpy, right? So you'd have to go 1, 2, 1, 2, right? As he's trying to, Jesus, that's a nice ad. 1, 2, 1, sorry. So you can see if this goes higher, okay, we're still in the 1, right? This would just pop up here. He's already got, you know, the resistance labeled, right? So you've got order block, you've got algo resistance, you've got 2 levels of algo resistance because we have 2 pivots to pull from. But this is just really, really, really nice work, right? So right, we don't know right now. Get used to not knowing. What would you suspect here, right? How would you make that distinction? Well, certainly the odds would imply that with the first thing that's happened is that we've done a 5, right? Oh shit, we could do it this way. Should do it here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we've got a 5 down. It's a little bumpy, right? So diag-ish. I'll get that out of there. 1, 2. How are you going to know? Well, you don't know. That's the whole point, right? You don't know, but we have context here. Okay, so we have a candidate for this, right, as he showed it to you, right? You got, it's one of 2 outcomes here. Well, okay, how either you're going to trade or you're not, right? So one choice is just wait and see, right? Because I want to buy it down here. The other is kind of where we just were. Okay, well, if I'm doing premium to discount, right? Am I looking to be a buyer or a seller up here? Well, probably you've got an order block sitting up here, and then I think I may have taken this off, right? So you've got the potential. Oh, let's do. Oh, we'll just do here. That's fine, right? So somewhere right here where we have that order block, if we're coming in for the 5 here, very low risk, right? So you have to look at it from where's the better risk reward. If I'm going to be a seller here, I'm selling in premium. I'm selling where I know an algo is going to fire. I'm selling in what would be consistent with one of the possible outcomes here for this Elliott Wave price action. This would put me to where, at least out here on the 4 hour, I'm buying in the discount. So do you want to take the short? That's the question, right? So you look at here and say, well, what if it goes up for the 5? Well, okay, first thing is when we get to this order block in the golden zone here, do we get there in a 3? Right? Is it right? This is what you'd be asking yourself, and I know Depeche knows it, right? 3. If I get here, yes, I'll take that sell. You could use 707, 786, right? You don't have to take it all the way up to here. Because maybe it goes up here, pops, and then, oh, you're not going to take it again? You're not going to try again? I mean, you might give that 2 swings, right? If these are going to be small, right? You're going counter trend. Where's the trend? What's the trend? Higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, right? So you're trading counter trend here, so you have to know that. So you don't need to do all of this, right? You can lower your size if you want to use that pivot. Just bring the size down. Okay, well, this is what I'm after. Right. On the assumption that it's done. Let's see. We have enough divergence. What do we got here? What's he got? Cum delta, it looks like. Oh, open interest. Okay. So there's no this is you gotta look, how we say this, right? It's commonly said, right? Trades are like buses, right? There's always another one coming. If this one doesn't work and you take the stop here and this goes higher and this is what plays, okay. Well, took a stop. Well, you get used to it. Say, right? You've got to think of this like reps in the gym, right? You got to take those reps, right? You got to get used to taking a stop. It can't be a day wrecker. Oh, it took a stop. Okay, well, thank you very much. Stop did its job. Let's reevaluate. Oh, we're going up here. Well, what are we going to do then? Right? Oh, well, what would we expect next retrace? So I can't tell you to take or not take it here. I of the 2 choices here, longing it now for the push to the 5. Oh, let's get an EW on there just for fun. Very reasonable. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a bit bigger, right? So you can see the possibility, right? That it's oh shit. That this is the 3. This is a 3. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, extension in the 5th. A, B. That's what I would do. right? If it does that, it's not going to wreck my day, right? If this becomes the 1 and the 5 moves over here, okay. The exact same methodology, just this side. Do not avoid trades because you're afraid of the stop. You will not be profitable if you do that. You can't be. I can guarantee you won't be. It's like, oh, I'm interested in getting into boxing. I certainly don't want to get punched in the face. No, my expectation is that I'm never going to get hit in the face in the boxing ring. And I use this analogy a lot, right? You can always take a jab, but you can't take a knockout blow, right? An undercut to the chin, right? That move your stop, do all the stupid shit that people do by the millions every single day. They don't want to take a stop. Okay, great work, Depeche. Thanks for that. Kind of keep an eye on this, right? It's been a 7-year 4, right? So you probably got plenty of time. All right, let's move on with Depeche. So we got another one from him. This is Ordi. Ordi. Let's see here. Uncle. Ben. Uncle. Well, I'm not sure what that means. And then I can pop over, see what you guys are saying, making sure everything's working right. All right, I'm going to do this just real quick, just because it's easier on my old brain. I just see him a little bit better here. Oh, nice LD. Right, nice leading diag. Right, notice, right, everything is accounted for. Let's go back to a 4. Builds conviction. Okay, right, so we got a night. Oh, you can see this was pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, we begin and we end in 5s. So that's got to be attached to something, right? Here's the attachment. Let's go to green. So this 5 is connected to this A, B, C, right? So because we're beginning or we're ending, right? So we end in a 5. Looks like we come into, oh shit. Here, let's go to an 8 so I can see it. Some sort of PD array down here. All right. So, okay. So we have this, what do we have here? So an order block, inverse. Do we get a breaker? Oh, shit. Close enough, right? So just do it this way, right? So here's an order block here. We've tapped it. 1, A, B, C. Right, so you get a little perspective. 5 up, 3 down. Deep. 5 up. Does the market still move in 5s and 3s and 5s and 3s and 5s and 3s and 5s and 3s? It's the genius of Elliott Wave. Period, right? You can deny it just because you're, I don't know why would you do that? Because you don't want to take the time to learn it. That's the only reason. Oh, that Elliott Wave shit, that's fucking bullshit. Right? That bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. It's easy to hate on it. It's hard to master it. You want to take that, right? Again, premium discount. Just that little discipline, I guarantee will change your trading dramatically. So do we want to buy it or do we want to sell it? Well, of course, you don't have to do anything, right? You might just wait and say, well, I want to buy it. I got an impulse off the low in something that I can understand and recognize. Okay, I've got my first 5. I'll wait for the 3. Or if you want to be very aggressive, you take the short and say, okay, well, I can risk to that pivot because that's where your stop would be. Of course, that's where everybody else's stop is. But the premise is that pivot is solid, right? We're not going to take it out until we go down, right? The next push for liquidity will be lower. Now, where would it find liquidity? Well, we got fair value gaps along the way, right? Because that was displacement. So we probably got a good order block down here coming off of that. So down here, yeah. Who takes this now? Retail, inexperienced, greedy. Put your adjective on it. Stupid, you could say it. I shouldn't. I do all the time, but that's just a stupid trade. 5% of people lose money in the markets. Why? They make stupid trades. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't. Well, the stats are real, but it's just inexperience, right? You don't. Well, let's say it flies from here. You probably have to relabel this somehow. Or very shallow too. It's not like it doesn't happen. It would be very unusual, right? It would be very, that we're going to do this. We could, right? It's not like, you know, you can't say, well, that'll never happen. That would never happen because that's never happened. Well, that's a silly thing to say. Of course it's happened. There is no weirdness in Elliott Wave that hasn't happened, right? It's probably a million times, right? There's lots of weirdness, right? So the market's going to do what it's going to do. It's under, as I say this every week, the market is under no obligation to do anything ever. It's going to do what it's going to do. We're just trying to say, well, okay, well, what does it usually do? That's all you get. Oh, shit, whoops. Get off of there. I got alerts going off. If this goes up here and does the 3, what, are you going to cry? Well, think about it. Okay, if this is going to do, if we're going to go 3, well, it's not going to go in a straight line. Well, it's not likely to go in a straight line, right? If this is correct, I know we're going to have a very shallow 2 here. Well, this is not optional. I say this every week, that if this is going to be correct, if you're going to do this, this must come, or your analysis is incorrect. Right? Simple as that. I mean, it's not that it must do this. For this to be counted this way, it must do this. That's a big distinction. What seems more probable? I'm not saying short it. I'm saying where's the better risk reward, which is really at the end of the day, this isn't. It's kind of a reminder. The goal here is not to be right. The goal is to be profitable. I promise you, you and everyone else, you're going to be wrong more than you're right. Period. If you can't make peace with that, you're in the wrong biz. You are going to be wrong more than you're right. That's not the goal, to be right. The goal is to be profitable. This is subtle, but pretty dramatic distinction you got to make. What's your goal, right? You want to be right or you want to be profitable? I'll let you fill in the blanks there. One thing I'll add, because it looks like he hasn't. Oh, maybe I'm just going to pull these off, right? Oh, this is his, right? Because he uses a different color. So we in a, I'm just use mine here. In a diag, we often want to look for. Hang on, for the 4. Let's see how the 4 went. Looks like a golden. Got second target here. Now, for that to have completed here, I definitely. Anything here I can really lean into? Let's get. There's lots of good ones. Lux Algos is good. Well, we try Lux Algos, right? Because they color code it, right? So when it goes from fair value gap to inverted fair value gap, so was a fair value gap here. Now it's an inverse fair value gap. All right, so it's kind of helpful, right? So this was a fair value gap. Now it's an inverse fair value gap. So if we're coming back up here, right, that's a reasonable short. Oh, there's the A, B, C. Looking for that. Where's the, again, right? Where's the better risk reward? You could do that, right? That's bigger than I might take, but three to one, right? You don't have to do this, right? If that's not good enough for you, oh shit, I don't tell you if they're not over 2 to 1, I'm not going to take it. Okay, well, move your stop. Is that silly? Well, of course the B could expand. You could do 786, something like that. 3.75 to 1. You're not swinging for a home run here. You're looking for a nice, clean single. All right, so this is what you're after. So you can turn around and buy it. Right? Where's the bigger money going to be made? You see, it's that decision matrix that I think is so critical to Elliott, right? And again, that's why I tell you there was something better, right? Now you can combine this with all the market structure, ICT, right? He dominates technical analysis. That method. Well, I think less so than it was 3 years ago at the peak of COVID, but still hugely popular. If you're trading Elliott Wave, you're trading market structure. You just don't know it. Now maybe you're not factoring in all the ICT complexity, right? Guy certainly makes it complicated, but the more complicated, right, the more mentorships he sells apparently. Okay, so Ordi, I think that's you're going to short it or you're going to wait for the deeper correction. Let's go to FET. Depeche is giving us a nice lineup here. Let's go to FET, see what he's got here. Let me get onto that one. I got to copy it. I'm going to do this again, Depeche, just because it's my brain recognizes it. Okay, right. So here we've got Fetch AI, right? Big. We've got lots of potential here. Could we be going up for the 5 as a, oh, we can do this as a diag? Hang on, let's get out to the bigger picture here and see how we're doing this. Whoa. 1, 2. Okay, okay, this is just such good work, right? It's just nice job, Depeche. All right, so see what he's doing, right? So, right, so we're doing it in a series of 3s. A, B, looks like C. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. Right, well, here's where we're stuck with a diag because we don't get an impulse here. We get a 3, another 3. So the expectation that we finish this as another 3 and are just doing a giant leading diag, right? It's very, very reasonable. Do we know with certainty? No, right? You got to eliminate that from your even thinking it. There is no certainty. Do we have a pattern here we recognize? Yep. Is it technical? Yep. Does it make sense? Yeah. Are you late to the party here? Well, let's dig in there. Let's get all this out of here. Are you too late, really, is what you're asking yourself. Oh, shit, did I miss it? Did you? Oh, let's see. So it looks like some of this has already been cleaned out, right? We've gone deep here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is again, right? Notice, right? So he's got it all accounted for. There's nothing mysterious like, oh, Jesus, well, what about that one? Well, here's the 5, here's the 3, here's the 5, here's the 5. All right, so 5, 3, 5. We begin and we end in 5s, but this is being done in a series of 3s, right? But to do that, we need, here's a zigzag. Zigzag. What we're expecting here, zigzag. 5, 3, 5 to complete the 5th here. So, okay, so it's not for the beginner or Elliottian, right? This is a little tricky, right? You could, because you're going, wait a minute, these are 3s. What? How? Oh, it fits perfectly as a leading diag. Okay, so where are we? We've got the 1 wave completed, right? Now you can step out of the bigger picture if you want and just focus. Okay, well, what do I have here? Again, every swing is accounted for. Right? It's high quality work. Every pivot is accounted for. So I got an impulse. Well, what? I feel like this is silly, right? 5. What do we anticipate? Not what do we know? What do we anticipate next? 3. Well, what if it goes higher, man? What if it goes to that? What if it does? There's almost always a way to find some valid count here that would allow for it. Maybe we're going to have an extension here. Maybe this is going to be 1, 2. Right? Again, there's always going to be maybes, what ifs, right? You can't think that way. It's got to be like, okay, I see it. I've got opportunity. I like the risk reward. I'm comfortable with the risk. Boom, take the trade. Follow with a tight stop if you're a little uneasy, right? But you don't want to be, every tick, oh my God. Right? We're on a 4-hour chart here. You got to give this a little space to breathe. Could this be a 1, 2? Of course. Why not? Of course it could be. Does that seem probable? I've got a really nice looking completed impulse here. And it looks like we've broken the geometry. So what I mean by that is, let's see here. We'll probably do it this way. Right, being as accommodating as possible here. Are you allowing for the shallow 2? Break. Well, let's do it both ways. All right, we could do it this way as well. Oh, well, we do it this way. Let me change that color to match what he's got. No matter how you slice that, right? We've broken out of this channel, right? Which implies, right? It's not guaranteed. It implies here that this has completed. Oh, let's go to an EWO. Long squeeze, right? What are we doing here? Squeeze, long squeeze, right? Remember, squeeze is good news, not bad news. Squeeze, 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 right? But that's what you just want to look for. Because what comes from the squeeze, right? The contraction to the expansion, contraction, expand. Literally, you don't have to take my word for it. Just put any EWO, Elliott Wave Oscillator, or something with a squeeze in it, right? It's impossible to deny it. You can't. Contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction. Are we expanding here? We're certainly been in a long, we're still in a squeeze. Long squeeze, right? Something's coming out of here. We don't, something wicked this way comes, right? We don't know what it is. But the expectation would be is it's not ripe for the next buy. I take it back to discount premium. Where are we? Do we want to be a buyer at the premium? Well, retail traders do. You want to trade like retail? Oh, buy the breakout of the high. That'd be right. Like you'd be right in sync with them. Why do they do that? You know, it's a little bit of inexperience because they think it's safe now. Oh, it just broke, so it's safe to buy it. What happened? What would that be? Whether it's a change of character or break of structure, it's either one. It's a break of structure. What do we anticipate? Now, what do we know? What do we anticipate after a break of structure? Now, it could go up for a ways, but we're anticipating a retrace. Retraces typically in threes. It's not that complicated. So you'd be doing this, right? You could probably sit right here and say, okay, if that breaks, because we could have an A, we could have an expanded B, right? This would be extremely unusual, not impossible, just unusual. More likely, it would be some sort of an extension in the fifth. But now we're breaking. Let's get that out of here. Now we're kind of breaking this nice, clean zigzag pattern. It's like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. I'm gonna get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, starts to get. You know, when you get lost, like, oh, it's not doing what I would anticipate it would do. You don't have to stay in the trade just because you're in it. It's if you got that and you had this thing popping up here. Oh shit! What is? Okay, well maybe I'll take a little profit here and just lighten up until I see where the next retracement is, because I know that's a break of structure. So where's a big break? Well, this would be the monster break. Well, this would be. Well, these are changes of character, right? This would be a major break of structure. So if it does this, don't go, oh shit, I hit it, man. It's just gonna maybe take a little. Right, this. Oh shit, I got maybe a little luck here. Oh shit, I just happened to be in it for something unusual, like a kick in the fifth, right? So don't go. Oh shit, it's going to $100. It's going to 100. I know it's coming. Guess who does that? Retail. Okay, hang on. It's good work. Good work. Keep your eyes on this, right? Match made in heaven, crypto and AI. Thanks for those, Depeche. That's beautiful work. Just beautiful. Watch what he posts, right? Guys, members, free, paid, either way. Watch what he posts, right? He's very skilled. Okay, Cryptogenis. Oh, back to CRV. All right, well, I was pushing these guys. Okay, so let me see how we look on CRV. Okay, let's copy that. Oh shit, oh shit. I'm already scared of what I'm going to see here. Okay, so where'd he go? Lower left. Okay, holy shit. All right, now it's always easier when it's your work, because you know what you did here. Holy shit. Okay, well, first thing, I'm going to have to switch this so I can see what's going on here. Okay, well, one, this makes me happy, not sad, right? Because it means he's all over this, right? He's deep into it. I like it. I know he can see what he's got here easier than we are. So, Jesus. Okay, so he's working. Here's a channel. All right, that's broken. So I'm going to pull that out of here. Triangle into this 4. Holy shit. This is. I'm not sure what he's thinking there. Shift of structure. Change. I don't know what he's got there. SOS. I'm in trouble. I'm on a 4-hour. Holy shit, man. I gotta pull some of this out of here just so I can see it. Yes. Okay, low volume. We're on Binance. Okay, so he's, oh fuck, this is hard to see. Oh, I think what I've got here, I think we're going, oh Jesus Christ, come here. No, I want this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Well, we got this. That we got a little problem there. Okay, right. So 5. This is cryptogenesis. Okay, so the first. Do we clear it here? See, I can see his struggle, right? So, okay, so cryptogenesis. The first issue we have here is just for strict Elliott Wave, or well, not even strict, but for just basic Elliott Wave, right? In an impulse, if you're going to go 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, right? We can't do it as an impulse, because we can't have the 4 overlapping the 1, right? Which clearly it does, right? Even, you're working on the E here. So, and I see his struggle, because this comes out of here as looks like an impulse, right? Well, we can't have a triangle in the 2, right? So what would your next thought be? Oh, well, then this must be the 4. Well, that doesn't fly, right? It doesn't. Now you can say, well, who fucking cares, right? I get that sentiment, right? And a lot of Elliott haters would say that. But we do care, because the whole thing breaks down, right? So you're saying, well, okay, I'm gonna allow it this time. Well, then you're gonna allow it the next time and the next time, right? And then you're not trading Elliott Wave; you're trading your own concoction. And you can say, well, who cares? Why do I have to trade? Well, you do what you want to do, right? My point being, we have 97 years of precedent here. Your concoction might have 90 minutes of precedent. So easy with that, right? I think the bottom line here is this is a motherfucker of a count. Let me, fuck, where have I got something? Cryptogenesis, I'm going to do this, and no disrespect to your drawings here, but I'm going to do this just so I can get a clean chart here. Okay, what else is a scenario here? Let's go to a daily. Bigger picture. All right, so here you can see the problem here. Because it's easy to think, oh, 1, 2, 3, oh. Bummer. I think I took this trade. I can't remember now. And got stopped out. Let's reset here. Looks like a 5, right? So here, every 5 isn't followed by a 3. They fail, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you could probably do this as an ABC, right? So A, B, C. Oh, Jesus, it's long. A. Well, you probably have to do this as a combo. W, X, Y. It almost doesn't matter. Okay, so we come in down here. Oh, I got a candidate for a 1, 2. Oh, it doesn't happen. Bummer. Would you abandon the trade? What's an alternate here that could fly? Well, we've overlapped here. Can we do this? Oh shit, what happened there? Can we do it as a diag? Probably not. What does it look like? It looks to me like it's just another ABC, right? I mean, that's what the count would imply with that break. Could it be a giant leading diag? And this is going to be a 1? Well, I suppose so. Just like Depeche just showed us. Okay, so we're going to do something like this. Expect something in a series of 3s. Or, well, if it's going to play this way, and we don't know, right? It's a lot to forecast that with this being the only thing we have. I'd probably not be trading here, but if you're in it, okay, well, I'd have a hard, okay, if it breaks that, I'm out. It gets off to a decent start here. That 3 is hard to miss, right? God, even that, you can't quite get a clean. Let's try 2. Can't quite get a clean impulse in it. It's all 3s. But this is hard to miss, right? So you can focus on the things that you can clearly identify. Oh shit! Come here. Let's make that. Okay, got a good 3 here. Okay, is that candidate for the 2? Well, is it a good pivot? Well, yeah, it swept. You know, you can see it swept liquidity here. Oh, come here. All right, we swept that liquidity. All right, so that's just the kind of thing you want to look for. So you can think of it. So this is the. Here, let's go back here. We got another good little 3 here, right? Another good little 3. Well, we know there's going to be stops down here. Why doesn't it go get them? Right, where does it go? It goes and sweeps the liquidity above, right? Grabs that. Nice little 3. Let's go to a 1. So there are times when you're going to look at this and go, God, the Elliott doesn't. I don't quite see it. But there are sections of it that I can identify. So this looks like a 5. So sometimes it's just, you know, you're painting by numbers as you go. Oh, shit, looks like you're going to have to do this. Ugh. Something like that. Even that I don't like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's an impulse. You got to deal with it. That looks like a 3. To some degree as well. So this is just choppy. It's not. You don't have to trade it. Oh fuck! Shut up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I suppose you could do a diag into that. It ain't pretty. Maybe it's a little bit of a stretch, right? To think, oh, I got this wild LD to get it done, right? First, you'd be expecting a contracting. But there's an impulse right there. I got to deal with it. And this sideways, right? So how do we spot a 4? Right? It's always the easiest thing to spot. We stop progressing the trend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, snooze. Oh, here we go again. So now, if it's me, I wouldn't be trading this, right? Now, if I'm in it, well, yeah, let's pull back. Let's go to a 2. This is just a shitty start. You can't quite get an impulse in there. 1, 2. Can't get it. That looks like a 4. Can't. It's all 3s, right? So it'd make me a little bit reluctant to pursue anything here. So I'd be in a hurry up and wait mode now. How are we doing from the top, right? Got to remember always. Oh, come here. Right. Hang on. Always Al on the other side. Right? Can't forget that. Lo and behold, where do we pivot? Okay. Is there anybody on this live stream who thinks that that's a coincidence? Just random, oh, well, you know, just happened to be there. Probably not. If you've been on a live stream of mine before, right, again, I didn't discover this. I feel like I've probably done more to popularize it than David Halsey, right, who wrote a book about it, right, and introduced it to the world. But, oh, there's several, right? Now I see it all over the place. But 1, 2, right? A, B, C. Oh, that's a stretch. A, B, C. You know what? You got to kind of go along with it until it clears up for you. Does that look right? Well, it doesn't make me want to pursue it. But I can see that it's technical, right? Because that's exactly where you would expect it to pivot. Now, that doesn't mean it can't break, right? Just because it's there doesn't mean it can't break. Remember, for every one that succeeds, there's one that fails. Every single time. Okay, discounted premium. Well, you're certainly, what's the trade here, right? More likely, where's the better risk reward? Let's say it that way, right? Where's the better risk reward? Simple as that. I remind you again. Oh, this fucks me up when it does that. Your goal is not to be right. You can be completely as wrong as possible on the Elliott count and still be profitable. That's where a little market structure, a little smart money concepts, right? You know, where discount premium, risk reward, not doing shit like retail does because they're afraid to take a stop. Not quite, right? 1 to 1, 1.6 to 1, not good enough for you. 707, 5 to 1. That's a jab. That's a pretty big hit to the face. And if you do it with leverage, right, that's really painful. And going to be hard, you know, you oversize it, right? Hard to recover from. That. Well, I'm really into boxing, right? But I just really don't like being hit in the face. Wrong sport for you. Mr. Bitcoin. Oh, shit, I got guys DMing me left and right. Okay, Mr. Bitcoin. See what he's looking at. I wonder if it'll be Bitcoin. Uh-oh. What do we got here, Mr. Bitcoin? JASMY. I got your JASMY. Let's see if this works. JASMY. Yeah, maybe it did. So that's got to be you because that's not me. Oh, fuck. Here, what happened here? JASMY charts and quotes. Well, we got JASMY. I'm not sure if this is your work or not, Mr. Bitcoin. Oh, well, I'm not sure. Shit, sorry, man. But you wanted JASMY, right? JASMY to the US dollar. So there it is on Coinbase. Okay, so let me just do this real quick. Okay. Okay. It's not that I don't like volume and that it's not important. I just would use something. I would put it in a window below. Okay, right. Free up some screen real estate. Okay, first, when anything, doesn't matter. Oh, daily is a good place to start. Okay, things that literally you'd have to turn your brain off to miss. Impulse. Literally, yes or no? Is it an impulse? Yeah, I think we can probably all agree that's an impulse. Now, where are the variables? Is that 1, 2? Could be. Let's have a look here, right? Have we already invalidated? Oh, God, can it get any closer? Well, that's right on it. To me, I would, if I really like, that wouldn't keep me out of it. So you got to decide right here, right? Here's the question, right? Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Could it be? Or is the 4 here? This is the 5? How would we know? Well, knowing is the wrong word, and even the wrong thing to be wondering, right? You aren't going to know until after the fact. Does it look reasonable? Well, this is pretty sweet. Oh, we probably just do it this way. Nice little push 4, right? How do we spot the 4? Always the easiest thing to spot. We stop progressing the trend. Oh, pop. Right, from the contraction comes the expansion. I guarantee you that's a squeeze. Guarantee. I don't even have to look, but we'll do it just so you guys build the habit, right? Because that's what we're trying to do, is to build habits. I'm going to pull that out of here, right? So squeeze, right? Do you see it? I bring this down, squeeze, 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 3, 4, divergence at the top. Squeeze is good news. That's what you want in the 4. That's how you know. Here we go. All right, so good 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Maybe. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. Retail, pay attention. What happened here? What was that? Break of structure. What do we anticipate after? Not what do we know? What do we anticipate after a break of structure? Retrace. Where do we go? Right? Where do they usually go? I promise you, on my children's grave, we did not set that up in advance. He didn't say, oh man, hey, TradeDevil, I got this chart, JASMY, US dollar, it drops right to a golden zone. Right? When you do this in the live stream, right, it's going to be really impactful. So show them that. You think that's a coincidence? How again, I've probably shown this 50,000 times. Look at the support resistance here. Previous resistance becomes support. See, that's the thing, right? I mean, this is like price action, technical trading 101. Like it's so good, it's almost hard to believe. Oh, come on, man. right to the prior resistance in a golden zone. You got to be kidding me. And then this is what the inexperienced will think. Well, that'll never happen when I'm in the market. Really? So you got to rethink that. This happens all the time. Well, not literally, right? But certainly within a frequency that, okay, well, heads up. Now let's go down. Let's go to something smaller and see. Well, how are you going to enter there? Do we have an? Let's get some of this out here. Did we get there? Might have been. Oh, this might be probably easier. What have we got on here? Oh, doesn't look like he's got it. Okay, so let's do. Get it? Oh, might be too many of them over here. Hang on a second. Let's see. I think the Lux Algo. The only thing I don't like about Lux Algo, they give you every fair value gap for 200. They give you 200. Too many of them. Okay, right. So here's a good. Oh, this is again like, oh, it would never happen when I'm in the market. Okay, so this is a fair value gap. It gets mitigated here, right? So because you get to the 50, right? We go up through when we come back. What is it now? Right. Inverse fair value gap. Look, oh, inverse fair value gap is giving you green arrows, red arrows. So how would we count this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. 1, 2. Right. It's literally like a fifth grader could do this. It doesn't take an advanced degree. If we get down here, this may not have gotten tapped. Yeah, it did. Okay, so you have this little poke right here, which would have been hard to take, right? Because you don't. Let's go to a 30 minute. Let's see how we look down here. That's a little trick. You could easily have missed this, right? Because you'd been waiting. Oh shit. Well, though, actually, come here. Is Al involved here? Probably. There he is. I promise you, we do not set this up in advance. There he is, right there. Every chart, every asset, every time frame, over and over and over again. It's not why it moves, it's how it moves. I say that every week. Okay, so, whoa, shit, where's the target? I wonder if that'll go to where wave 3s typically go. This is why I say that. Well, where do they usually go? Well, where's the highest probability location for a wave 3? Between the 175 and the 1618, where does it go? This is why I consistently remind you we have 97 years of precedent here. JASMY wasn't even a twinkle in whoever created that's father's eye, right? But here it is. Oh, crypto is not going to do this, right? Crypto's no, it's too hip, right? We're not going to be doing Elliott Wave. Are we? Certainly not going to be doing Elliott Wave, not in 2025. No. I got to have the hip ICT stuff. That's the only way to make money. Well, it's the way he makes money. A little sloppy there, but I'm not really looking for it there. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Don't get it. Oh, is this going to be, are we extending? What are we doing here? That's a little bumpy here. It looks like we overlap here. We do. 5. Diag to finish it. Okay, I can live with that. Shallow. Is it going to be shallow too? Might be. It's not like it doesn't happen. Oh, where's the full boat here, right? So 38 for a 2. What? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Yes, that happens. Strong market. Could we be extending? Yeah, we could. Well, what would your next thought be? Oh God, do I get a 5 here? Oh, pardon me. Here, let's get it fully labeled here. 1, 2. Let's get you up here. Oh, let's go to white here. What have I not used? All right, so I got a white. Let's do it this way. 1, 2. You don't think it would happen again? No way. No way. Something I need to say? I do this every week, so maybe you'll start paying attention to those. Now, do we know it's getting out of here? No. What are we doing, right? We're sitting in a squeeze, right? So the only thing we know with any certainty is that whatever's going on right here, it's going to come out of here aggressively, one side or the other. See if I get, let's go to a 15. You can probably see the, let's get this out of here. You can see the, oh, it gets a little wacky in here. It's a little chop happy up here. So it looks like you might have a WXY there. If that's going to be the 2, although this is, okay, I'm on a 15-minute, right? It's not a good idea. You get lost, right? You get confused. Right? That's why I try to encourage you to stay 60 minutes and above. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, that's an impulse, right? So it makes me, I might push this off here, right? So this might be a hurry up and wait. Let's see what we do here. We know we have a gold in here, so as I just showed it, right? So I've got algo support here. Right? I know Al's here. Doesn't mean he can't break, but I know he's there. So I got a reasonable target here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Where's the better risk reward? You'd be a buyer or a seller here. Well, you don't have great price action here. Look, we're hitting something there, so something's holding that back. What do we think that could be? Let's get you right on there. Could that be a 50 from the other side? Down a notch. Could be. That list's going to be too far to the top. All right, so what do we have here? We have a little fib fight. This is 2 algos fighting it out, right? Not literally, like, oh shit, what are the robot, okay, I can't remember it. Battling robots, oh shit. I'm going to go back to my youth for that. Battle bots, so I go, that's all that's happening here, right? So does that mean it's a good time to enter here? Definitely not. If you were going to enter here, where do you have better risk reward? Well, the price action here, see, remember, right? This was, right? So you can be objective about it. That was a break of structure, right? Here's the retrace. So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? There's no there's no dispute about the trend, right? It's an uptrend. So do you want to be a buyer or a seller here? Well, right there, I don't know that I want to do anything. Because if this is going to go here, if we're going to do this, it's got to come out here as an impulse, right? We're trying to complete that 3, that 4, that 5. It's got to come out of here as an impulse. That's not a great looking 1, 2. This could stall here. That's going to need a catalyst. Well, how are you going to count that? What do you can put the 1 here and call this some sort of wackadoodle 4. 1, 2, well, I won't touch that until it gets, I got to have some clarification. I wouldn't mind it if it came down a little bit lower, right? And that this was, oh, okay, well, something, because the full retracement is down here from the, if I get the whole thing on there. No, it's not that one. Oh, shit, get out of here. If that's 1, if, and we don't know. Looks impulsive, right? So I'm reluctant to think, oh, the 2's still yet to come. Of course, I could be wrong, right? I'm going to be, here's the one thing I know. I'm going to be wrong more than I'm right. But being right is not my objective. My objective, be profitable. Okay, all right, so do we want to take a trade here? I'd say that's a hurry up and wait until I see what's coming. Now, well, but what if it goes, man? What if it goes? I'm going to miss it, are you? Are you going to miss it? Really? It's got to come out of here. If this is going here, it's got to be an impulse. It's not like, well, maybe it'll be an, no, it has to be an impulse. If it's going to be a 3. because this is a 5, right? So you'd be, well, what if it's a diag? But the first one's a 5, right? So I mean, fuck, I suppose you could Elliott shuffle that into a 3, but that's not what you're really looking for. You're looking for this. Give me a better 4 there. 2, right? That's where you're going to make money. Oh, come here. Here, in the 3rd. Of the 3rd. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, right now, what do you have a better count there? I mean, certainly you can see the possibility, right, that this has just got to come down deeper. So what's your choice? No trade would be my suggestion. If you're going to buy, no trades would be my. I wait. I wait, because what are you doing with that? Radio waves. There's nothing there to trade. You don't. Oh, did you have a 5 here? Nope, swept the low, so you don't get a 5. Do I have a 5 here? Nope, it's on the 3. 3. It looks like 3, 3. I'll hold. Right? You don't have to trade. Staying out is a trading decision. Oh, you guys are hitting me up here. Okay. Alex has got. Alex is giving me the bear count on the S&P. Okay, all right. So he's. Shit, if I can do this. Copy link. Let's see if it comes up here. This is the picture here. So he's giving me the ABC. So we're going to do WX, right? So this is. Okay, right. So he's not fully labeled it, right? So we have 3 down. He would be 3 up. So I think I've got it here. Oops, this one. As I was trying to get started with, this thing wouldn't reboot. I was trying to go to the other machine, but I don't have OBS set up there, so it wasn't going to work. Okay, so this is a candidate here. So if we, let's see. So this would be, if I take this out for a second. This would be the C, all right? Not unreasonable. Not unreasonable at all. Oh, pardon me. This would be, this is my count on it, so. Let's get it over here. I just, so in the context of what he's proposing. This would be A, B, C, and this would be, so that would be the W, A, B, C, X. This is not unreasonable, because I will be surprised if we don't get this retested. But, you know, again, I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to be profitable. That's what I would anticipate based on years of doing this, that we're not going to come back here and retest this. But I certainly could be wrong. I don't care. That's not my goal. My goal is to be profitable. So could this be? Well, if this would be a reasonable spot for it to pivot, right? Here's the last little, that would be an order block, supply zone. All right, so because we've got all this action that came out of it, it's not the prettiest. You certainly have another one up here. It's going to be tiny, but because of the displacement that came down. So WX, right? So that's what, so he just left out that you can't have an ABC followed by an A. We got to string them together somehow. Unless he, well, I'm pretty sure that's what he's wants. So the only thing he's left off is the WX, right? So he's going to go WX. Oh, where did I just have it? Oh, fuck me. Where'd it go? Oh, Jesus Christ. I just had it. Well, you get my idea. I get rid of that one. Here it is. ABC. W. I shouldn't, he didn't give me much right here, but I'm assuming he's calling that the 5. Which the reason this is so tricky is because you have all of this, right? So that I did this on the Friday's S&P video. Right? What are we trying to connect those two? Right? Is this connected to this point? Well, let me draw it here. Is this part of that? I don't think so. Right? So that's why this is not my primary. Right? I think this is secondary, but again, I could be wrong. So this would be ABC. WXY gets it done. And then you're thinking 1, 2, 3. For his count, we'd, oh shit, how are we going to do it? You see the threes, right? It's all threes. 3, 3, 3, 3. Zigzag. I suppose the other alternative here is that we had a truncation down here. It's just very, I'm not sure. As well as many others. What can we be sure about? It certainly looks like an impulse here may have completed. Even that, right, is a little suspect. Let's go to a 1. So regular times, right? Whoa, that looks like a 3. Do we have an alternate here? I'm in the futures. It looks like it's a cleaner finish here, and this would be a. Oh, it looks like a 5. Hang on. Yeah, it is a 5. All right, so here's a 5. Right? Let's label it. It's not gorgeous, but. It leaves you a little bit confused here, because if this is gonna be the finish here, how are we doing this? Because that also looks like a 5. Very tricky count up here, right? And we have, I won't get into it, but irregular times. We're gonna do this. No, I think you might have to do it as a flat, right? So you'd likely do it this way. 3, 3, 5. All right, so you got a flat to go up for the last 5. All right, well, that would get it done. Let's take this up. That would get it done. So if that's our top here, let's wick it off. Jeez, I'm on a 15-minute. I don't like to be up here. Okay, so what we know this would be a break of structure if we're going up here. Is that the C? Well, what would you think? Oh, fuck me. Come here. Heading down. Are we overextended here? Oh, that was ADX, right? It's good for trend. Identification. Well, this is non-directional, right? Up just means trend. So the downtrend here is losing a little steam. 60-minute downtrend. Is this? See, you don't have to trade the S&P, right? If it's tricky, right, and you want to trade equities, right? Because you got no shortage of equities to trade, right? So broader market can be in an confusing, right, or indecisive, or you don't have enough. Like I don't have conviction to take a trade here. There's plenty of assets to trade, but let's get an EW on there, see if it's any help. And if we're in a squeeze or coming out of a squeeze, we'll pop you up, bring this down. We know this trend, right? This downtrend, right, is weakening a little bit in a squeeze. And a 60-minute squeeze. Okay, what's the next thing, right? Just trying to build habits for you. What's the next thing you want to check? Right? Is Al involved? Where's that? You have to know where Al is at all times. You have to know where he is, or you'll trade right into him. Where is he? Target. Well, there's the 1618. Looks like we didn't quite make golden. If I'm spot on, let's see, I'm gonna make sure I'm right on there. And that would be the break of structure. And some sort of bumpy diag to get down there. ABC. Oops. Let's make sure I'm right on there. Looks pretty good. ABC into that too. Did we sweep something? Anything there that we can cling to and say, okay, I understand what happened? Oh, possibly you got. Oh shit! This is really all one order block. It's all of this up movement, right? Because we don't take out any lows. Oh, pardon me, we do get one right there, so we can refine that. Right here, right? So I'm using the candles, right? Do we sweep a low? We do, right? So here's the last up before that. So that looks like a decent order block sitting here. It's not great because we don't get, oh shit, if I go to 15, we don't get a lot of displacement coming down, right? That's how you want to really lean into one. Do I get it here? Shit, if I go to a 5 just to check it. Really not great. So I wouldn't put a lot of conviction in that. We got a little here. I'll push this over. There, let's let some software do it. All right, they won't miss it. All right, now sometimes it won't show it because you got to have too many. Oh, let's say, fuck, here, come here. Oh, 7, 10 of them. Okay, will that give me any? It might. You see, well, you can see them right here. Here's where they are. All right, there's, well, all of this, right over here. Got fully mitigated. So it's not ideal, right? What gives you a little bit more sense of, okay, that makes sense. What do we always want to see before a pivot, right? Liquidity swept and displacement. Right? Just getting dissed. Think of it that way, right? Who's getting bent over here? Anyone who thought, well, this market just never goes down. Now that's a 5-minute. 15-minute. Whoa, still going down pretty hard. Did the algo get paid? Yeah, he did. Displacement. Here's the quintessential. Right? I can't script it any better. We sweep the liquidity at the high from an order block in the sweet spot for Al and massive displacement. Right. So something hit. Something. Shit. I'm doing this live stream, so I don't know what's causing that, but something caused that. Right. That's a pretty big kick. There we go. U.S. Treasuries drop. Oh, the week 20-year. That's what hit it. Well, I've been, oh, do I have it up here? I do. I've been trying to encourage you guys to keep an eye on the 10-year, right? Because that was the potential monkey in the wrench for the market. Oh, shit, I thought I had it over here. Oh, let's see if I can get it up real quick. Hang with me a sec, guys. ZN. This is one of the prettiest counts. Did anybody notice that they started doing this? That all of a sudden your overnight got highlighted? I don't really want that. I gotta recreate this real quick. Okay, right. Again, you have to turn your brain off to not see this. It's almost impossible to miss. Okay, there's your 5 up off the low. Right, let's get the all-time low marked off, or this low, the range, right? So we've got a range here from high to low. Okay, right. So we can look at this from swing low to swing high. Okay, we're in between, right? So what do we have a 5? Well, here, right, we get a 5 down. Is this unreasonable? Oh, that could be an A wave. Geez, I wonder if I'll get a 3, because what would I be anticipating? I'd be anticipating a 3. Oh, did I get it? Right? Price down, rates up, right? What's a threat to the market? Rates get to be too hot, right? It's safer money. What's the implication here? What's the market implying? I'm not saying rates aren't going to come down. I'm saying not yet. Because this, oh, I think this is breaks the wicks. Oh, well, Al wouldn't be in the bond market. Shit, they're the smartest guys on the planet. Of course, of course it's not going to be here. Every market, every time frame, does not matter. Always Al. So now let's get down there. What are we looking for here? Not what do we know? What can we anticipate here? Sure looks like I could have that coming down here. Should have done this the last 2 weeks in the market. On the Friday vids, just to say, hey guys, before you load up too heavily, keep an eye on the bond market. Okay, well, let's zoom in here. See how could we be done? I mean, it looked like we might have done a double here the other day. I was like, holy shit, are we going to double down here? Because you could have seen that. Oh, fuck. Double. So the point was, oh, God, could that be it? Oh, shit. No, no, does not look like it, right? Looks like we're just going to carry on. So, again, what would you anticipate here? Well, it looks like I got another 1, 2 going into a 3, 4, 5. This is not hard. This is, again, a 7th grader could do this. Okay. Oh, 5, 3, 1. Oh, well, okay. Well, it didn't sweep the high. So what's your reasonable thought? Oh shit, maybe it's a 2. Well, if it's a 2, kidding. It's over and over and over again, right? Okay. Well, if it's a 2, come here. What comes out of this is not optional. If that's a 1, 2, and it sure looks like that's an impulse, that's a kind of a skinny 3, but oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not optional. If this count is right, remember, the point is not to be right, but if it's accurate, at least based on what we see now, why would you think something else? Let's take this up oh shit. Take that up a degree. That means I got to take them all up. So this has to go up. One, 2. Where do they usually go? Wouldn't that be a reasonable place to start? Oh shit, I don't know. After 97 years, where do they usually go? Now there, it doesn't look like that's done. Right, big displacement here. Doesn't look like it's done. Looks like we might have a little more of a kick there. We're still seeking the 3rd. That, I don't know, 1 hour. That would have to be your 2, 3, 4. That's a little bit of a. I wouldn't lean too heavily on that. Free fall, down for the 3, 4, all suggesting that we got lower prices, right? Which means rates going higher, which is attracts money away from the market, which is how you can end up with this thing starting to fall. All connected, right? They're all connected. Of course, certainly these. So what do we have here now, right? Again, okay, we've got it started. Let's get the channeling going, right? It's all it's a process. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2. Well, if it's going to be an impulse, right? Well, let's get the channeling on. Well, we've broken here now, so we got to do this. Bring that up a little bit. We're looking for that 3. So the channeling gives you a recoil target a retrace target for that 4. If and when when we get this thing to pivot. Okay, well, what's next? Let's get an EWO on there. Oh, and let's come back to an hourly. We're coming out of the squeeze. Jesus Christ, I swear to God, I don't set this up. I know you're going to think that. Where do we have the squeeze? Here's the squeeze, right? What comes from the squeeze? Expansion. That is probably the only thing you can know in the markets. From contraction comes expansion. That's the only knowable event. Unless you have inside information, which of course that shit happens every day. From the contraction, from the consolidation, the contraction comes the expansion. Period. From the contraction comes the expansion. Little contraction, expansion. Again, you don't have to take my word for any of it. 3, 4, 5, right? We're looking for this down here. Okay, now I'm not anticipating that we're going to fall through the floor here. Come back to the 4. We're trying to complete the 2. If this is a 1, I know I feel like I'm insulting your intelligence a little bit when I do it this way. If this is a 1, where are we expecting the 2? Now this gets a little funky here because we've already broken it. So you can't put golden zone here and say, oh, look, it's pouncing at the golden zone because it already broke it. It already broke it here. So you do not have an AL at play here. You don't have it, right? It's already broken, right? The AL's not here at this degree, if you follow me there, because this broke him. This one took over now, right? We don't have AL here. We don't have a buy AL. Well, how do we get him? It's got to come down here and then start up again, and then we could get him here. Right? You want him doing the heavy lifting, right? Clearing the brush with his machete, right? You don't want to be the one clearing the brush. You just want to tuck in behind him. If I can use that analogy. A, B, C. We're just looking for the pivot down here because what does that imply? Well, prices are going up, rates are coming down. So, could be later this year, could be next year, right? Whenever, right? At some point, we're looking for because what are we trying to complete? We had a 5 that's now followed by a 3. We begin and end in 5. So this whole thing began with a 5, and now we're trying to end the 3 with a 5. That sounds more complicated than it is. 5, 3. We're looking for a zigzag to complete here. That's going to pull money out of the market, right? Which is why we could be stalling up here and doing that, right? Because the 20-year auction didn't go well, right? And we sure as hell got to sell more treasury bonds because if this bill in Congress is passing, that's another, $2 trillion? Fuck, the numbers are all bullshit. At least $2 trillion, right? I'm sure whoever... It'll get spun. Oh, it's only $2 trillion. Fuck, for all we know, it'll be 20 trillion. Right? It doesn't matter until it matters. It's the reality of the American monetary and political system. It doesn't matter, right? Nobody gives a shit until it affects them financially. Welcome to America. Okay, let me get going. Okay, well, I got on a tangent there, didn't I? How am I doing on time? Oh, shit, 109. Okay, shit, where did I leave off? Fuck, now I'm lost. Alex, okay, so, fuck. Okay, so I got Cryptogenesis is back with, what has he got here? DeFi something. Copy link. Should I do it here? Let's go over here. I'm going to do it on this one. Oh, fuck me. What happened here, Cryptogenesis? Is that your... Yeah, that's what you gave me. So you want DeFi USDT. Okay, so let me... Oh, fuck here. Let's see. Where can I get it? That's a copy. I can't do it there. So I have to do it here. So I have to go crypto. Oh, let's just take Bitcoin. Did Bitcoin get a new all-time high? Shit, I didn't even see. Did it? It did? Did it? Yeah, it did. Okay, that's interesting. Wow. Hello. Okay, just before we leave here. Okay, guys. Cannot make this shit up. What just happened here? Liquidity sweep, right? Now, it's not, this is one of the nice things about it. That's why I like Alpha Ethereum, amongst other things, right? There's lots of good free ones, right? I'm particularly drawn to this one. Okay, so we have, it's a simpler version, right? Some of them are like, even though I like LuxAlgo and some of their stuff, and Big Beluga's there's lots of good free ones, right? But the beauty of Ethereum is that it doesn't, if I do LuxAlgos as good as it is, it gives me the entire fucking history of the asset. I don't want that. I want to be able to tell it where. Okay, start here. You see that? It's the only one that does it. And then all of this, right, confirms, okay, where's the pivot, right? So we do, see this little inducement here, they call it inducement. You can call it change in state of delivery. That's how the ICT crew calls it. It's this low because we haven't swept this, right? So we don't know if we have a high here yet. We don't know because this is the last low before we go up, and we didn't close above, so it's not a break of structure. It's a liquidity sweep. I mean, everybody on the fucking planet knows where there's liquidity in Bitcoin. It's sitting at the all-time high. What just happened? Now that doesn't mean we're coming down to the low, but you can understand. See, it's important that you understand liquidity and how the market moves for it, right? That was almost inevitable, right? Now that doesn't mean, right, that we're going to retrace. Sure does make this look impulsive, right? So, your choice of how you want to count that, but this is impulsive. So we're coming off of this low on the daily. Oh, I'm on the crypto. I'm on the aggregator. Could we be done there? Huh? Yeah, could we? That's the 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, likely all of this shit is your 4, right? We stop progressing the trend. Oh, fuck, I don't want that. I want oh, that's right. You get the idea, right? We just go sideways, pop. What do you suspect? Squeeze. Because what's the only thing we know with certainty in the market? From contraction, from consolidation comes expansion. I feel like I'm a broken record. Okay, so at this degree, we get a break of structure, right, on the 3 hour because we close above, right? We close above, right? This high, right? Not there it is, right? That's why that's the break of structure. These are all wicks. Wait, oh, close above, break of structure. What? See, this is a good example. Well, that's the retrace. Yes, that's all retrace. It didn't do this, right? But sweep down, right? So anybody here with leverage probably panicked. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Right? Can you see the emotional battle going on there with levered traders? Oh fuck! This shit! Oh! That's why it's a bad idea. Especially with Bitcoin, you don't want to let whales grab your Bitcoin, right? Because you got played. You know it when it happens to you. So there's the break. So let's try it a 4. Yeah, that's pretty, because that's what so many will be looking at. There's the break, retrace. Right, you want to be real disciplined. Well, here's a range we have now. Discount premium. You could think of it that way. It doesn't, that's not a great, let's get, oh shit, I don't know if I want a 15. Let's try a 30. Now, sometimes when it gets down here, it's too much, right? So let's just see, can I get a count here that plays? Well, that's a fuck you right there. It looks, oh, it makes it by the tick. That's some unusual price action right there. So that just means that, again, what's happening up here? Liquidity grab, straight down. Inverse fair value gap. This is, well, let's check it here. Right? So if this is the low, how do we do here? Right. That's the 200. That's the God MA. Right. Boom. How do we know it's an algo? It's not this. It's this. What happens at the target? Right. So did this algo get paid? Yes. This is fuckery, right? You're getting fucked by whales here, right? Bigger players. What'd they do, right? They grabbed all the liquidity up here. Now we're taking it down. Right? If you got played there, well, you got played. Just recognize this is why we encourage you not to buy breakouts. Right? You're going to learn it from me, or the market's going to teach it to you soon, or you're not going to survive. Right? You don't have to believe me, right? You learn it the hard way. That's what I did. I had to learn it the hard way because I was an arrogant little prick when I was much younger. I thought I knew. No, market will crush your arrogance so fast. No room for that in trading. You have to be humble, right? The market, as I say this many times, right? It gives reluctantly. It takes aggressively. You can't just wing it in here and expect to make money. You're not. You can have fun, right? You get lots of dopamine hits, but you're not going to be profitable. You're too focused on trying to be right. Let's go out to back to that 4 hour. What are we doing with that? It may not be done. So, I mean, shit. I didn't sell all mine up here. That's a little, fuck, what would we do there? Flat? A, B, C. For that to go, yeah, that's not a great launch. You've already overlapped. If that's the 1, 2, you've already overlapped it. That doesn't make me want to just go get off this live stream and buy a whole lot more Bitcoin. You see, I say that's right now. Right now, I don't see anything here that's tradable. Anything that I can look at and go, oh, fucking, hey, I know exactly what. I just see, okay, volatility, or the market's selling off a little bit of risk on. I can see the fuckery that happened here, right? So we know what happened here, right? Just like what happened here just happened again, right? Retail learns, they don't learn, right? Fortunately for us, they don't learn, right? So they'll keep doing it. So that's same thing, same thing, same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Over and over and over, right? Seeks liquidity. Where's liquidity? Under the major pivots, right? You can almost track it, the pivots, by where was the liquidity swept. Oh. It was, you know, in addition to, okay, is there an account structure here that makes sense to me? Okay, where's Al? Oh, okay, where's the market's likely next target for liquidity? Where's it likely to go? Where we're coming in today, we were right close to that, right? So the most reasonable expectation was that we would look for liquidity at the all-time high. That doesn't mean we're falling through the floor, but you can understand what just happened there. It's why this is never, did I say never? Never a good place to enter the market. You make yourself so vulnerable because now you're like, oh fuck, I just got played. Okay, what do I do? Okay, do I get out now? Oh shit, I don't know. What if it goes higher again? I don't know. Fuck. Now, you see, you're emotionally now distraught. You don't know what to do because you did something so stupid. Now you don't know what to do. Now you're in the trader's prayer. Oh fuck. All right, just let me get out of this one. Okay, if I get out of this one, I promise I won't do this again. Which of course you will. Until it's a hard fucking rule. I had to learn this. I had to lose so much money doing this that eventually I became solidified in my psyche, right? I'm never going to buy it, break out again, ever. I just don't do it. I will let it go 1,000 points. I don't care. I'd rather maintain my discipline than break my rules because I thought, oh shit, what if it goes? I can't, you got to decide that for yourself. I can't do that for you. I can just every week after week, I can show you bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Certainly not the major pivots. Okay, let me get back here. I got a little off track there. Take everybody. Oh shit! I was trying to get. Oh fuck! I guess I can do it here. Cryptogenesis. This other one that he gave me here. Where'd it go? Oh fuck. Defi. Let me try and see if I can get it. Defi USD T perpetual. And what exchange is he on? Binance. That doesn't look like it. There it is. Okay, so this is what he was after. I think that's what, I don't know what your time frame. Oh, 4 hour, right? So there it is. Okay, good. All right, I can read it from his note. Okay, well, hang on. Let's get to the daily here. So for some perspective. Oh, this looks close down here. A little wiki, but there it is. All right, well, let's dig down a little bit. Okay, so it looks like you've got an impulse in here. Oh, god damn it. Wicked it. I might let that slide. Because this is a little bit on the chop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, it's a judgment call. Looks like you're going to need that. If it's a WXY. I don't know that it matters a lot, but. All right, so here's what I would do. I usually use that eclipse tool, right? Just so I know, okay, warning shot. Okay, ooh. I don't like that, but based on what's followed here. Okay, so now I would look at this and say, well, okay, well, is there another possibility in here? Okay, well, next question always should be about this point. Where's Al? Where is he? Is that him? Get that out of there. So I'm right on it. Well, there's an inverse fair value gap. That's all wick, right? So 1, 2, right? Do we get displacement? So do we have a good reaction here? Yeah, we do. This, we got a little issue here. Oh shit! I suppose you could do it as a diag, but it's kind of wacky. A, B, C, A, B, C. I wouldn't sweat too much on that. Okay, so what have I got here, right? Okay, so could this be a 1? This could be 2, right? If it's a 1, 2, where we'd be looking for it at the 50. Okay, perhaps this order block here and this inverse fair value gap, right, is enough, because certainly we got off of that, rock hard. Well, look, whoa, okay, out we go. 1, 2. Oh, shit, I don't like it. Let's see if I can do this differently. That's not a lot better. Well, this is a little bit of an Elliott shuffle to try and find what you want. Yeah, let's see here. This is what I tend to do. I'll just mark this and go, okay, if I get into trouble later in this count, if I'm trading this, I got to circle back here, because this is a bit, we had an issue here, right? Well, if this was the 4, right, clearly we have an issue. So duly noted, right? I got a potential, or if this starts to break down, I can always come back here and go, okay, well, that fucked me, down the road. Okay, right, so do I have a possible shit that does not happen randomly? Let's see if we can put that together. 1, 2. Okay, so let's go up to minuet. Let's go to green. Okay, 1. And I'm allowing for this kind of bumpy, sloppy start. Yes, it's a 5, but because of what followed it, right? It's so good. 1, 2, golden zone. 1, 2, probably it looks like a 50. All right, what's Al doing? Came right to the imbalance. We got a kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that looks like a good 3. Let's get an EW on there just to see if it helps, right? Now, certainly I want to see where the squeezes are. Oh shit, he was already there. Okay, there he is. I'll take this one off because we're not doing options. 3. Does that look like a 3? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze, right? That's what you hope. God, maybe I'll get a squeeze in the 4. Kick for the 5. Okay, so we can get some channeling on this. Oh, I'd probably do this. Start now. Okay, decent start, but now does this make sense? Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to redraw it. Ah, God damn it. I'm always too fast with that. I'm gonna work off of that one, knowing I've got a bumpy, messy start. Where would you expect the target? Well, you could do a couple of things. Again, what do they usually do if that's the length of the 1 and if that's going to hold as the 4? Well, here's most common, right? Looks like it's already done that, right? So unless this is going to go up there and grab liquidity, this would be second most common, right? So come up here where we have the algo target. Makes sense. So that's what I'd be looking for. Of course, right? We would have a 4 and a 5 to come if this is going to hold as correct. Where's the, well, we can't forget. Do we need to do that in logs? Yeah, we might. Jesus, I guess we do. Well, oh yeah, I guess we do. Holy shit, this thing is a monster. I didn't realize we were that high. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, get that 3. Got a little wacky. Well, you know Al's up here, right? He's going to be up here. Coincidence? Actually, let's do it this way. Oh, let's do this one. Since I'm on an exchange, let's go right to the low. air pocket, right? So we can look at this again. It's not that complicated, right? So big high volume, which is tied to this, right? So as we're coming back, right, that's not unreasonable to anticipate we get some resistance there. But do you note here, if we get through it, right? If we get through it, oh, big air pocket here. Pretty good shot right to the fifth, right to Al at the top. And right, we can't eliminate the possibility here that we're doing this, right? Because what's the algo going to do? It's going to do that, and it's going to go here, and it's going to go here, and it's going to go here. So possible resistance for that third, that kind of makes sense. You might stall here, but you've got there's no, right? So my thought would be, if you get through, you might take a little partial here that you're going to get there because you've got nothing to hold you here. Hold you back, I should say. So 3, 4, looking for the 5, right? To break, right? Well, you're breaking. Well, this is a fucking big break. Let's see, where are we? Things that just immediately like, oh, holy shit. Holy shit, right? I almost feel like I'm insulting your intelligence if I, What did we just talk about? Buying breakouts. Why is that never a good idea? Because that's what's likely to happen to you. And if you get away with it, even worse, because you'll do it the next time and the next time. It's coincidental? Well, seriously, come on. You don't think that, really? Do you? See a little order block up there. Probably just a coincidence. Trying to complete an impulse off the low. Where's the net? Well, shit, you damn. Can you trade it right now? Well, you got all the right ingredients there. You're a little late to that party. But look, here we swept all of this. If I do it this way, all of this liquidity got swept here, right? Grab, 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 grab. Up we go. Wonder if Al's involved on the next swing. So he's not there yet. Well, if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inverse fair value gap. 200 got MA, right? That's the average. It's a good one, right? Because you're getting the average of the EMA and the SMA. So I like it, right? And the Vegas wave would be right on top of it. Okay, let's get the market structure on here. So good, 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 good. Here's the next break of structure up here. But that, what do I want here? I want a 1, 2. Do I get it? Not great. You probably talk yourself into this because you want to see it. Oh, fuck me. Come here. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, maybe. But I didn't get a 5. That looks to me like it's a flat. Like, so we're going to go 1. We're working on 2. Oh, come here. Let's go white. Come here. Ah, God damn it. Come here. Okay. Looks like that too. Well, we might be coming back here because we didn't get an impulse, right? So this is, see, here's where the Elliott can guide you. I don't think people appreciate this enough. Okay, well, first that looks like a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to see a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like I got a 5 down here. But then this looks like I got a series of 3s. Yeah, that's a little unusual. But what I would see here is, okay, oh, God damn, I never get the first click. A, some sort, expanding the B, coming down here. Fuck, it could, that looks like A. You'd have to do A, B, C. Something like this, coming down here. Come back to golden. Come back to the golden. I don't like this, right? What happened up here? I know, hindsight. What happened up here, right? But is it hindsight, or is it like, oh, okay, well, fuck, I see what happened here. Well, who buys that? Retail buys that. Right? Why? Oh, it's going to the moon. What is that? Record structure. What happens? What do we anticipate? Retrace. Oh, I can just say it over and over again. I can't do it for you. Right? I can just try and teach you. Right? So you just go, oh, I'm not buying that. I'll wait for the retrace. Well, so maybe we can get Al in here. Now, remember here, right? Al doesn't care about your Elliott count, right? So we're just going to go from swing low to swing high. It's when the two jive, right? So we're now at 50, got EMA, want to buy that? It's buyable. It's buyable. It's not a gorgeous setup because it doesn't look, well, why would I hesitate here? Because that if you're looking for that 2, you're expecting this to come down as a 5. If it's going to be, oh, fuck, can we even do that? Yeah, we can't get a flat here because we need 3, 3, 5, right? It doesn't quite do that. That's a 5. Now let's get to a 15. Hang on. What are we doing with that fucker? That's a bit of a mystery achievement. Oh, bonus points if anybody on this stream can tell me the band that wrote that song. Mystery achievement. No Googling. One of the great female rockers of all time and songwriters. I don't know what we've got here, right? So when in doubt, stay out. I can see a 5. This is a clusterfuck. Let's go back to a 1. Any better? If I don't know, I don't trade it. If I can't see it. Now, this can clear up, right? Remember, I have to, every time I do a video, I feel like I have to remind people. This is a snapshot in time, at this moment in time. What do I see here? Nothing that I can trade. It's not a flat because I can't go through. This is a 5. It's not an impulse, so I don't know what I've got here. It needs to reveal more, right? It's like a, it's like a stripper, right? Oh God, that's sexy. Let's see what comes next. Oh God, look at those scars. Oh, yes, I shouldn't say that. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Okay, hopefully there are no women listening. 5, I don't know what. I hold. TradeDevil, DeFi USDP is a basket of DeFi alts from Binance. Oh, okay. Well, so here, oh shit, man, I just did it, right? So he was giving me his chart, but I think he'd probably come to the same conclusion here. If this is a basket, oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know this. Fuck, I learn something every live stream I do. I can't trade that because I don't see something here I recognize yet. Now, maybe, I don't know what comes out of here, but I'm not trading it because I don't understand it. Oh, I suppose you could have an AB stuff. Fuck, even that, right? It ends with a 3. That's a hold for me, right? So maybe that's good for alts in general. Well, we sure went right to the, look, you see the algo fight that's going on here? Right, these two, right? It's not always going to happen at the golden zone, right? Just in certain assets, right? They'll ping the 50 all the time. They won't always go golden, right? Because sometimes, right, they'll turn at the 50. That's where the algo starts, but it starts buying at the 50. Right? It keeps buying until they go and then out. Then it resets for the next one. Let's hurry up and wait, but that's good. I didn't know about that one. One more. LDO USDT. LDO USDT. I don't know what this is. Looks like he's on Binance. LDO. Lido. Whoa, boy, I'm really going by. I'm aging myself here. I'm waiting to see if anybody got Mystery Achievement. Did anybody get that? Oh, it's such a great song. Come on, guys. God, it tells me y'all are too young or I'm too old. Okay, so let's look down here. Sweep the liquidity at the low displacement, right? So this is just what you want to see at a good low, right? Not always to rush into the market, but do I have conviction here that I have a good low here, right? I've got all the ingredients. Look how this plays. Sweep the low, displacement. And then what? See what happens here, right? This gets mitigated here. So then we have an order. Well, let's see. Let's keep it Fair value gap, right? So once it's here, right, you don't necessarily assume that, oh, it's still going to be in play. It could turn into an inverse, right? So I've got the fair value gap here. It's mitigated here, right? So we're coming back to it, but it's already burned. So what's below it? Right, you've got, well, you probably got two of them right here, but you got that one. Oh, there's a buy zone, right? So we've got the down before we go up, and we get that displacement. So what do, right? Damn near ticked it as we, these, right? We're getting ticks. Okay, is Al involved? Is he? That's a close below, right? So he gets broken here. No, he's out. Right? Doesn't mean we can't go higher. It just means you don't have Al cutting the forest down for you. Now, how about here? 50 to the tick. So what are your choices here if we're on down here at this degree? Well, it's not a lot, right? Well, that looks like it's 1, 2. And this can't be 3, 4, right? Because we overlap, right? So it's got to go way up, right? That's a high-class problem if this is going to go run with the bulls. I'm almost done here. I'll get out of here. All right. All that's still to come. Okay. Well, okay. The other possibility here is we're doing a diag, but let's not go there just yet. 1, 2. Does this play? Well, the next thing I'd want to do is check this one. Now let me get the order block out of there since we've already established that. Make sure I'm right on that. Let's get right on this right here. Probably just a coincidence. Probably. Of course, I don't think that. Broken. Right, so Al took a break, got broken there. Right, so that doesn't, right, it looks like we're going 707. Again, doesn't mean we can't go higher. It just means you don't have Al clearing the path there, right? But he's still here, but he's already been paid here. So let's get this labeled 2, 3, 4, 5. This has got to come down. Let's put you in, what have we not used? Okay, so let's go 1, 2. So we got a series of 1, 2s here, which potentially is very bullish, potentially, right? But they all have to. Oh, God damn it! They all have to complete. Right, we're building up quite a inventory of 1, 2s up here, which is very bullish. But okay, there comes a point where you're like, holy shit, right? If these all have to complete, well, we're going to the certainly up into the $2, $3, $4. Let's get out a little bit further. Is there an alternate? Well, it's tempting to look at this and go, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you don't want to apply Elliott Wave here, or you want to be loose with your Elliott Wave, it's your personal choice, right? I can't tell you what to do. Diag? I think not, because this is so clearly a 5, and we couldn't finish a diag with a 5 unless there's some sort of rip roaring extension here, which would be, it's okay, great, but do we want to hold out for that? So much as it's tempting to go, oh, fuck, this would be so much easier if I could just do it this. Can't we just do this? That's a 5. Well, it's up to you. Do you want to trade Elliott Wave or not? Is there any question about the trend? Higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. What's our range here, right? We can just draw. Well, here, this is, am I in log? Yeah, I'm in log. Oh, so I got to do it this way. Okay, premium or discount. Here's the swing range we're in. We saw we broke the golden zone, so we know it's discount. Okay. Oh, we just got. Oh. Are we done here? Got to change the character down here, which would this whole thing would fall apart, right? This bullish expectation if we break here. You can't break that as a 2, so it can't be 1. 1, 2. You see all the imbalances on the way up, right? If I don't even, should I have to turn a bunch of them on here? I think, what? Oh, wait a second. Maybe they didn't. Oh, there's one right there. I have to put more of them. What have I got here? There. Right, so here's the inverse, right? Here's the fair value gap. Okay, it looks like we got a little one here. So you want to trade that? Well, it doesn't make me want to rush out and buy it. Why? What are you trading off of? This has already been swept. Al, maybe. Or what's the last thing you could cling to? Al. Looks like it's way too deep for Al. It is, right? So you're not, this is hurry up and wait. Could it be a 1, 2? Could be. Does that look like a 3? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like a 5. Is that my 2? Or is this my 2? 1, 2. Oh, God, can you get a diag out of that? I wouldn't be in a hurry here. All right, now we're down to a 15-minute. Okay, what do we see? We're just going sideways. Now, looking at that, where is the market, right? If we know the algos, they're looking for liquidity, well, did we just come down here and grab some? Potentially, yeah. Right, an inverse fair value gap, right? It's a zone of liquidity, right? The fair value gap holds it, you break, and you're coming back to pick up remaining orders, right? So that can be part of it, but how are you going to count this? This would be a toughie, right? Is this what you're trying to do? That looks like a 5, right? So it doesn't quite work. If I get in here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like a 5. So it's the diag doesn't quite work. So it's hurry up. It's okay to keep it on your watch list, but you got to wait here. Well, in my view, the safer play here is to wait, right? Because this is a massive, that's impulsive, and it's leaving displacement behind. If this comes back up here, potentially that's a sell. That's a hurry up and wait, right? Actually, that you shouldn't label it that way because that's not what it is. 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't know what it is. I see sideways. Lots of squeeze, right? Lots of squeeze, right? So here now, downtrend. So higher high, no. Low, higher high, no. Oh, no. Higher high, oh, no. Chop zone. How am I doing? Oh, shit, I've run over. Okay, that's it. Okay, guys. Oh, shit. Jeremy Jackson. I'll tell you what. Solana, what are you doing with me? Okay, so I'm going to write that down because I'll do it on Friday's vid. Tesla and NVIDIA. Okay, for Jerome Julian, I'll do those on Friday's vid because I'm always looking for content. All right, I got to get out of here. I'm starving. And I want to see what's going on here. How far bit? Oh shit. Bitcoin, that's pretty good. Pretty good sell-off. Let's get out here. Sweep the high. You know, some people bought that. They got to be a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe not, right? So what's the difference there? 110 to that's $3,000. That's assuming, right? They didn't buy a full Bitcoin, right? So they're, okay, a little bit of a sphincter clench, a little bit. Where's the next buying opportunity, right? If you could, right? If you could script out. We're coming down this low. Is this going to be 1, 2 before we go up? We shall see, right? But that's interesting. Interesting. We've been waiting a long time for that. He was there just for a blip, right? This is a good little. This is a good one here. ADR from Trey Pang, right? It gives you the expected range of the day. So we went right up to that's there before the day starts, right? So those little markers of the it's tied to the average true range. All right, so you're getting the expected range of the day. Look how sweet that is. Good one. ADR by Trey Pang. You might check that one. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks to all that posted, and hope you learned something. Pick up a few ideas, maybe a few things to add to your watch list. That's always the goal here. Remember, TradeDevils.com if you want to dive into the belt system and develop some of this skill set, right? It's a lot more than just Elliott Wave. That's just foundational to what we do. Essentially, it's market structure with Elliott Wave applied on top of it, and then we use the nuances of, of smart money concepts, right? Because that's what people are trading, right? So we want to be consistent with that. Okay, guys, with that, I wish you